It really is the best time of year to ride. Welcome back, friends. Happy Monday. Really is the best time of year to ride. Fall was always my favorite time, especially if you were coming out of a hot summer. It's good, and a lot of you are experiencing that right now. Even down here in Southwest Florida, things are going to start drying out. Even post-storm, they're going to start cooling off, which is going to be nice. And we're going to be able to get off the pavement and start doing some real riding. I think it's real riding, but I'll use finger quotes for safety's sake, let's say. My old buddy Maynard Hirshon. I know I've spoken about Maynard before. I'm pretty sure I have, and I know I've written about him. Maynard has been writing about bicycles and motorcycles since practically I was a nipper. Maybe a bit of an exaggeration. But Maynard always writes really good stuff, and he has been sharing some of his previous writings. So, if you haven't checked it out, I think right now he just posts on Facebook. I think personally he should have, at the very minimum, his own website, but that's not for me to decide. But I'll put the link down in the description. Go check it out and give him a follow. It's really good stuff, and if you're interested in, racing, particularly in the 80s and 90s, it's really good. It's kind of a trip down memory lane for me, and like I said, I think it's worthwhile. So check it out. I met Maynard at a ukulele festival of all places. Had no idea who he was, and got an email from him after the fact, and I yelled into the shop and said, "Why does the name Maynard Hirshon sound so familiar?" And a guy that was working for me at the time, he said, "You mean like Tales from the Bike Shop, Maynard Hirshon?" And I went, "Oh my, yeah, I believe I do." So, and he watches these videos from time to time. So, hi Maynard, pick up that ukulele again, would you? For God's sake. Some new Blue Lug stuff in stock. It's a bit of a challenge, trying to get that stuff because it's got to come from Japan, obviously. And DHL, the station is in Fort Myers, which has had its challenges over the last 2 or 3 weeks. But my favorite bag, as is now well documented, the Blue Lug stem bag, I got in some new colors. So we got a blue and purple with kind of a gray interior, which you probably can't see. Olive and green, which I guess olive is green, but that's more of a brown, I guess. Brown and olive? Yeah. You be the judge. With kind of a neutral, almost tan interior. And then a black on black with some purple stitching and a purple interior. And then the Coyote Squared is back in stock. Yeah, great folks to work with and strong stuff. Also, Velo Orange flat, if you've been looking for a front rack, it's been a bit of a challenge, but the Velo Orange flat pack rack is in stock as you view this, and Obento racks will finally be back in stock this week. So that's good news. I talk about touch points, probably some would say ad nauseum, but they are important. And I've always used, or at least the thing that I've gravitated toward over the last, I don't know, several years, has been the ESI silicone grip. That's the grip that I use. That's the grip that I recommend because it feels good. And I've tried, a lot of people were using Auri grips. Now, Auri has been around forever. BMX, motocross, you name it, they made grips. They made them in a million different colors. And I tried them at one point a long time ago, and I found them pretty hard. And if you don't wear gloves, they just didn't feel good to me. But again, the folks at Blue Lug partnered with Auri, came up with this grip. Now, it's a new grip, but it's in colors that Blue Lug requested. And I have 3 of the 4. So now we have a gum. Hopefully you can see that. A tan. And kind of an olive green. There's also a burgundy, I think. That was the 4th color. I didn't order that one. Now, here's my first blush reaction to these. They are softer than the original Auri grips. They're also a little bit longer, which I'm not mad about. And I had the trucker cargo bike in here for a little TLC, and I thought I should try these out. And I'm going over to the east side of the state this weekend, or what would have been last weekend as you watch this, to ride one of the greenways over there with my brother and my sister-in-law. And so I will be able to let you know exactly what I think about these. My issue with the ESI grips, what has become my issue, is that it is so bleeding humid down here that if you ride for more than a couple of minutes, your hands and, everything's going to be damp. And they get slippery. So with the grooves and whatnot in these, I'm thinking maybe that won't happen, but we'll find out. Yeah. All the stuff is on the website now. And I hope something good happens to you today. I know I've spoken about Maynard before. Somebody has decided right now is the best time to run a leaf blower right outside the door.